Welcome to part 2 of 2 in my series of new products from TCL. TCL is a leading brand in electronics. They've been around a long time. They do electronics very well, but they've really been ramping up their interest in the smart home and home security, and that's exciting. The first video in this series was a video on a smart lock, the D1 Pro, and this video is going to be on a new wireless security camera with a built-in solar panel that was just released. Let's talk all about it. What up everybody, George Langabeer here. Again, this is part 2 in a 2-part series where I'm talking about new products from TCL. The first video was on the D1 Pro, which is a smart lock with palm vein technology, meaning you can lock and unlock with your palm, and that's pretty sweet. This video is all about the solar security camera B1. It's a security camera with a built-in solar panel, so it's completely wireless. I'm gonna unbox it. I'm going to talk about setup and install. I'm going to talk price and specs and give you my full review, pros and cons. Here we go with the unboxing. All right, let's unbox the TCL wireless camera with integrated solar panel. Taking a look at the outside of the box here. Let's open it up. We've got an installation guide card. General information, including more information on the installation and mounting. A mounting template. A window decal. The actual wall mount or ceiling mount. And then the camera itself. You've got the integrated solar panel. Now the camera feels pretty light. I wouldn't say it's the most premium feeling camera in the world, but not a bad build quality either. Let's see what we've got in the accessory kit. We've got a USB-A to USB-C cable. And then some mounting screws with anchors. A reset tool, and then we have the battery. And again, that battery is rechargeable with the integrated solar panel. There we go. All right, before we move on to setup and installation, I just want to thank TCL for sending me this camera. This is not a sponsored video. They just sent it to me to try out, but doesn't really matter. I'm always going to tell you like it is. Setup. Just like the D1 Pro Smart Lock, I told you that you're going to get yourself the Smart Life app, and I'm saying this because the app is not branded TCL. Again, it's the Smart Life app in the App Store. Once you have that app, you're going to add a device. You're going to plug this camera in. Now, I would give it a full charge before you install it, just to make sure that battery is fully charged. The app's going to walk you through the setup step by step. It's very simple. You can have that done in under 5 minutes. As far as installation, because of that built-in solar panel, you don't have any wires to worry about or plugging it in to worry about, but just keep in mind you want to install it somewhere where not only do you have direct sunlight so that solar panel charges the battery, but you also want to put it where your Wi-Fi is strong, because this is a Wi-Fi camera and that is a consideration. But setup and installation, both very simple. Price and specs. Price. This camera is normally $109.99, but as of the day of this recording, it is currently on Amazon for $99.99. Check in the description of this video for affiliate links if you're interested in purchasing. This camera has 2K resolution, continuous power with that integrated solar panel, and has a 10,000 milliamp hour rechargeable battery, and that battery can be removed for charging. You have the option of color night vision with 10 white light LEDs, or IR night vision, which is black and white with 10 IR LEDs. You have an IP65 weather rating, which is rated -4 degrees to 140 degrees, and that's Fahrenheit. You have AI, PIR, intelligent detection, which basically equates to human body detection. You can create detection zones to maximize your coverage and reduce energy consumption. You have two-way audio, which we're going to talk about in my review section. This camera has an audible siren to scare away intruders. It's compatible with Google Home and Lady A from Amazon. Unfortunately, no Apple Home or HomeKit Secure Video. This camera is compatible with your 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. You have local and cloud storage options. The local storage is a micro SD up to 128 gigs. And the cloud storage options, you have a few different tiers to choose from. All right, that's price and specs. Now let's talk about using this camera with the Smart Life app. All right, so on the home screen, you can see my security camera. Let's press on it. All right, so there's my image. At the top right, you can see my speaker. I muted the audio so it doesn't interfere with this video. Top left, you can see your battery percentage, and then you got HD or SD, it's high definition or standard definition. Then down below, the icon on the bottom left, that's to go full screen. Then you can take a still picture. In the middle, you have your phone icon. That's how you activate the two-way audio. Then you've got the video camera, which is a video clip. You press it once, it starts recording. You press it again, it'll stop. You've got playback, so if you go to playback, you can see a scrub there, you can change your date, and so on and so forth. Pretty standard for playback. Then you've got a gallery. If you take still pictures or video clips, that's where those clips would be located. And then from there, you can press on one and save it to your camera roll. You can change your theme color, which is light mode or dark mode. You've got an anti-flicker option, which you can change between 50 hertz and 60 hertz. You can control your device volume. That's for the two-way audio. You can toggle your motion detection on and off, and then you can activate the siren. Right below that, you can activate your light. And again, that's the spotlight that'll change this to color. And it uses those 10 white LEDs. Or you can edit. Now let's go to the top right where you've got your three dots. This is where you can add this camera to the smart home, like Google Home and Lady A from Amazon. You have device information. You can check your network connection. You can share your device. Down below, you can change your night mode from color to black and white, or you've got auto mode. You've got the volume of your sounds, and then you can go into detection alarm settings. You can toggle that on and off. You got your video recording duration, alarm interval, alarm sensitivity level, activity area. If you toggle that on, you can create your detection zones. Human body filtering, which means instead of all motion, it'll detect the human body. And then you have alarm linkage. Going back, you have your power management settings. You've got your battery remaining, your power source, and you can also set the low battery alarm threshold. Next up, we got our storage settings. Tell you your total capacity of your SD card, how much you've used, and remaining capacity. If you go to cloud storage, here's the different tiers of storage plans. Wide variety depending on your budget, but that's the camera in the Smart Life app. All right, let's talk my review, pros and cons. Let's start with the pros. We've got that 2K resolution, that's a pro. The camera is very affordable at the normal price of $109.99. I love these cameras with integrated solar panels. It's so much less of an eyesore than having a big solar panel next to your camera. Just fantastic that you don't have to worry about wires and all the above. So I love the integrated solar panel. It's awesome that we got a color night vision option, and I gotta say this camera looks pretty badass with the unique LEDs that light up around the lens. It's great that you have two storage options, especially the local storage option, because we love free storage. I found the notifications for the human body detection to be very quick and very reliable. And I didn't have any false alarms with the detection. If it was a person, it detected a person. If I set it to just motion, it detected all motion. It did very well with that. And because of that solar panel, this was very easy to install, and that's definite pro. Now talking cons, and this first one is unfortunate. At first when I installed the cameras, I had serious connection issues, and I really don't know what that was all about. It's only about 25 feet from a mesh router. I have very strong gigabit internet here. I have other cameras that I'm testing right near the camera with no issues. So I don't know what that was all about. Now that eventually solved itself after about a day or so it was very strange. I contacted TCL about this, so I don't know if it was something they did, but whatever happened, it fixed itself. But to go along with that, every time I try to view the camera, it does take a long time to load. And that's every single time. I've never had it just load immediately like some other cameras, so that's kind of a pain in the butt. But it does eventually load now without the connection issues. I like the camera design aesthetically. It's a very cool looking camera. It's very unique looking, but I can't say it's the most well-made camera. You know, it's plastic and it's definitely not very vandal proof. So keep that in mind. I told you I was going to talk about the two-way audio as part of my review. Well, it's absolutely terrible. And I take that back. Half of it's terrible. I can hear through the camera all right. I can hear what's going on outside, but they can't hear me talking through it. That's for sure. If I'm trying to scare somebody away, that's not going to happen. Even with the volume cranked all the way up, I couldn't hear anybody through this camera, and it was really delayed and sometimes muffled. So that's a definite con. All right, that's it. That's my review of the Solar Security Camera B1 from TCL. What do you think? For the price, it's a decent security camera. It's got some quirks here and there. Don't rely on it for two-way audio, and I don't know what the deal is with the connection issues, but they are gone for now, but it does take a while to load. So with that being said, just make sure you have this where your Wi-Fi is strong, and also where you have some direct sunlight to recharge that solar panel. But in general, very cool that we have another camera with an integrated solar panel. We need more of those. I just really love the look of this camera and the fact that you don't have that eyesore of a solar panel next to it. And then it just gives you that flexibility to put it in unique places like trees and things like that, as long as you got that strong Wi-Fi. Just like I said in the last video, it's awesome that TCL is just really ramping up their game in these two categories, the smart home and home security. They do electronics so well. This is definitely a good thing, and I can't wait to see what else they come out with. But there we go. There's our two-part series on new products from TCL. Until the next video, peace and love, my friends.